All right, so as you just saw, we just put on the power absorption foam. Now we're going to take it off, and then we'll be sliding it on one more time. Right now, for our beginners, intermediates, depending on the pace of your hitting, you would hit without it. And you'll see when I hit, the ball comes off nicely if I hit it about this pace, right? Which is about a 30-mile-an-hour ground stroke or whatever. Now I want to caution you and explain a couple of very key points here. One of them has to do with timing. The other has to do with direction and extending through your shots. This is not a normal backboard. Normal backboard, you can get away with really anything you want. You can poke at the ball, you can have weird form, you can have problems with technique, but the ball keeps coming back. With this unit, I call it an interactive rebounder. The Perfect Pitch Rebounder is an interactive training aid in two ways. Number one has to do with the direction that you're hitting the ball. For example, if I tend to hit the ball and I'm going cross court, right? So if I pull off the ball, let's say, and it goes cross court, I'm going to switch around and hit a forehand. If I hit the ball late, for example, from here, then the ball is going to come over there because it shoots off at an angle. All right, let's do that one more time. And we'll do it from this side. If I hit the ball early, a lot of people, they wrap across their body and they hit what's called cross court. So if I hit here and I pull it cross court over here, right? Then if I hit the ball again, cross court, it's going to come off the unit too far and you're going to lose control. And some people at the beginning might react and say, well, this doesn't work. It doesn't come back to me. Well, that's the whole idea. You want to improve when you work with training devices. You don't want to be allowed to hit any which way at all with no improvement in your game. So here's what we've done. We've set up a target area. So these indicate the lines of the singles court when you project this across the full length of a tennis court to a center zone target area. So this part of the target represents about 18 feet in width, and it moves into 13 on the outside of the green circle, and then to 8 on the outside of the center white circle. So it gives you a specific target zone. Picture a flashlight where you shine the light and it goes wider and wider as the light covers more distance. Same principle. So if you find that your ball is going off to the sides, it's telling you, remember this is interactive, it's telling you and giving you feedback that you are swinging across the ball, you're hitting cross court, chances are in your real tennis game you have trouble hitting down the line, and you're not extending through your contact zone, through your point of contact long enough. So you're hitting into the target zone, into the target zone, into the target zone, and if you hit straight ahead, you'll do well. Keep in mind, if you do happen to hit cross court a little bit, your next shot, make it down the line. If you hit cross court, your next shot, don't hit cross court if you want to keep it within play. Rather, if you hit cross court a little bit, then try to hit it down the line to keep the ball in play. For beginners, we now include our entry-level adapter, which accomplishes two things. First, since the ball rolls off the bottom, it gives players more time to work on positioning and strokes. And second, the bounce is much more consistent for beginners. It simulates a coach softly tossing balls underhanded. Now, if I start hitting harder, like this, you're going to see the ball come off further. So if I hit hard, yet I want to play in a smaller area, this is where the foam power absorption adapter comes into play. I'm going to put it on again, and we're going to have some leading top junior players start doing some drills on the Perfect Pitch Rebounder that is interactive. Now this is Victoria's first shot at hitting on the rebounder, and she's hitting and extending pretty well. She's a pretty advanced player. And let's hold up. for a second. Now, in observing it, higher level players watching her may have noticed that she seemed just a little bit late. Did you feel a little rushed with it? So she just said, yeah, she felt rushed. Now, here's the deal. Remember we talked a minute ago about the two learning implications. One of them is to extend through and control the direction of the ball. The second one has to do with early preparation. The average tennis ball, right, in a 40 to 50 mile an hour ball rally, which is, let's say, a 4.0, 4.5 or strong junior player, 40 to 50 mile an hour rally, baseline to baseline, the ball comes back to you every 2 seconds. So you've got 2 seconds between hits. But on this rebounder, you've only got 1.5 seconds. So it's going to speed your preparation up, and then when you get on a court to hit, you're going to feel earlier and faster, right? So let's give it a try. Concentrate on setting up early. Okay, let's watch Victoria hitting, and notice small adjusting steps, setting up very quickly, each time, very quickly. Set up, set that racket quickly, because again, she's got 1.5 seconds versus normally 2 seconds between shots. All right, fantastic. Let's bring in Nick. They're gonna alternate now and do some drills. One hits a forehand, one hits a backhand, and in between shots, touch the X. So you can put down spots, put down a chalk mark, whatever you want, get them out of the way. Nick, you're hitting a backhand. Here we go. Victoria, you're hitting a forehand. Nick, backhand and forehand, and try to hit up the middle. Okay, let's have Nick give it a try now. Alternating forehand ground strokes and swinging volleys. Now, Nick, the key to this is anticipate and move your feet into position early. After you hit your swinging volley, you're going to have to retreat, back up, load up for your forehand ground stroke. Here we go. Back up, move in, that's all right, move in, good, back up, and let's stop. That's a great job. Great job. Good going. Let's see if we can hit volleys on the Perfect Pitch Rebounder. Here we go. Volley, 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 volley. Now we're going to demonstrate the Perfect Pitch Rebounder with different types of racket sports. First is pop tennis, or padel in Spain and Europe, and beach tennis also, platform tennis, paddle tennis in the US. And it's really quite simple, and just keep hitting, just keep hitting, just keep hitting. And the same principles apply as we did for tennis. Let's see if we can get 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, we're still going. 6. Well done, girl. There we go. And now with racquetball, here we go. We're using the power absorption strip. And bing, bing, bing. For racquetball, same principle. You can see how different that ball is. And there we go. Okay, we've put away our Perfect Pitch Rebounder in the optional zipper case. And most people will leave it set up, but if you need to take it down, there you go. About 30 pounds, nicely balanced. Thanks for joining us.